employ people that are fitable, not just anybody, right? Long-term where I work, we typically would say that people are our most important asset, but I learned to tweak that a bit, from Jim Collins, right? It's not people, it's the right people, right? Not people, but the right people are your most important asset, right? In any business, organization, or endeavor that you're trying to do, right? Because if you just employ people, they might just be fighting and never get any work done, right? And I see that a lot in committees, right? I see that a lot in committees. Maybe that's just part of what the Black man is plagued with. I sit in committees and people just love the name of belonging, but they're not there to get anything done. They're not looking at the corporate benefit, and everybody's fighting for their own selfish end. And people are not moving the dial, or doing their part to pull the weight. But not only that, but they also puts the clog in the wheel of progress. So you say when you have people that are not the right fit, you have problems. You don't get that synergistic experience. You don't get that mastermind experience, because you need cooperation, you need understanding, you need humility, you need a selling out to the culture, a corporate culture, to be able to get a synergistic linkage, right, when people come together, right? So but it is important, and I'm going to build more on the first point. A person who can control his emotion is unstoppable, right? We're going to focus on that to close this session. But when you have your emotions under control, there's no limit to what you can do, because what typically limits us is our emotions, right? We are our best friend, and we're also our worst enemy. It all depends on whether we can control our emotions or not, right? Emotions are finicky, not reliable, but yet they determine everything that we do, right? They determine who we are, right? Our ability to understand them and control them, right, affects our ability to grow or not grow, our ability to grow financially or not, our ability to become financially empowered or not, right? And we need to understand that our emotions are linked to the way we think and what we do, right? All three affect each other. How I feel, how I think, and what I do. And if I pick on any of those three, I can affect the other two, right? If I feel a certain way, it will affect the way I think, and it will affect what I do, right? If I think a certain way, it will affect what I feel and what I do. If I do a certain thing, it will affect what I think and how I feel. So that's the way to trick your emotions. If you understand the linkage between these three things, right? For me to feel a certain way, I need to do the things that if I feel this way, I'll be doing it. If I do the things that go in line with that feeling will come. If I think in line with that feeling will come, right? If I feel that way, it will push me in the direction of thinking in thoughts that go with the feeling, and do things that go with the feeling. All three are related, right? And they control us, right? It's up to us understanding their connection and being on the control seat, in the control house, on the driver's seat. Because if you're not, they will drive you, right? They have power of their own to drive you if you don't take the lead, right? Because you're not just going to stay stationary. You're going to be feeling, you're going to be thinking, you're going to be doing. The question is, who's in control? And is it in line with your purpose? Is it in line with the goals you've set for yourself? Is it in line with your vision, right? But someone's got to take the lead. So if you don't take the lead, they will control themselves based on what you have pre-recorded in your subconscious mind. Your subconscious mind will not stay idle. If you are not actively thinking and telling your feelings, you're thinking and you're doing what to do, Your subconscious mind is designed to take control, and it will operate according to what you are preset inside it, your history, your story, your archetype, your money imprint. That is what will control you. And depending on what you have done, it could either be negative or positive, right? Depending on the past history you have recorded in your subconscious mind, right? So unless you know what you have put there and it's positive, you want to be actively involved in the way you're feeling, the way you're thinking, and what you're doing, right? So, and we need that. We need to ensure that we have positive feelings. Positive feelings comes from positive belief, positive thought, positive doing, right? And all of that affects us, right? And pretty much like I said, when you're in control, to be in control, we'll talk a bit more on that later on, soon, is that we need to be in control of our lives, right? Have our goals set up and be on this driver's seat. Be on the driver's seat. It doesn't pay at all to go with Eske Sera Sera. That is a song of hell, right? Hell in the temporal realm, hell in the eternal realm, hell in the psychological realm. We are deciding beings, right? And only in making decisions do we come alive, right? If we're passive about life, we're opening up the gates of hell to pour out upon our life, right? Indecision is not of God. Being a decisive person is of God. That's what we introduce. We open the gates of heaven upon our lives by making decisions, right? And being in control of our life, directing the way our lives go.